Good evening. You're watching WION, the only Indian channel with a global perspective. I'm Palki Sharma Upadhyay. The top headlines this Monday. U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson says Russia meddling in American presidential elections created serious mistrust. Says Washington will respond to Moscow's expulsion of diplomats. The U.S. also slams North Korea, says it must end missile and nuclear tests for talks to begin. Pyongyang hits back, vowing what it calls a thousand-fold revenge. Damascus slams the United States over the use of chemical weapons and airstrikes on residential areas and hospitals in Syria. National Conference leaders Omar and Farooq Abdullah hold a meeting of opposition leaders. This is after reports emerge of the centre reviewing Article 35A that defines the residents of Jammu and Kashmir. Terror mastermind Hafiz Saeed will launch a political outfit in Pakistan. Official announcement in just a few minutes from now. Yes, that is the big developing story as we speak. Mumbai attack mastermind Hafiz Saeed's Jamaat-ud-Dawa will officially be announced as a political party in just a few minutes from now. Reports suggest that Hafiz Saeed has decided to rename his terror outfit Jamaat-ud-Dawa as the Milli Muslim League Pakistan. Describing Saeed's political foray as a matter of concern, the government of India has said that a man who is known to trade in bullets was now seeking to hide behind the ballot. Joining us from Islamabad is Kamar Cheema. He's a defense analyst. We'll also be joined by Vivek Karju, former Indian diplomat, somebody who's dealt with the affairs of Pakistan and Afghanistan very, very closely. Good evening to both of you. Kamar Cheema, how do you describe this move? Can Hafiz Saeed simply rebrand, rename his party and call himself a politician?
Well, I think Hafiz Saeed since long has been trying to put his soft image to public and especially international community. That is why he went for having a lot of philanthropist work in Pakistan, and he understands that by this his hard face could be seen as a soft face. And since many of the religious political parties who had certain affiliations or who have certain affiliations yet with certain hardcore Islamist groups, they have the political parties like Al-Sunnat wal Jamaat, that is a party that is known as the former Spy Sahaba, that is still working, and the government is lambasted on that. In fact, they are working. So I think if that party can work, if Al-Sunnat wal Jamaat can work, then Hafiz Saeed thinks why we cannot work, because when all these organizations work together, they have a same agenda. For example, if they have to talk about the foreign powers, be it any country, if their interests are not aligned with certain quarters in Pakistan. So I think the government of Pakistan must look this very seriously, that how Hafiz Saeed can have a party in Pakistan, should we allow him or not. But I think the incumbent Interior Minister of Punjab, Rana Sanaullah's statement is very clear that it's hard for us to take an action against a person to whom we have supported or to whom we have given any kind of support. A statement is on media. I think the BBC reported it. So I think that will be very serious. But the people of Pakistan and the Election Commission must look into it, that why and how Hafiz Saeed can have a party, one, or any other member of his party will have will register the party by his name, but Hafiz Saeed's name will be cashed in by the larger level. So they have a lot of support base in Pakistan, specifically in interior Sindh, in Balochistan, in Punjab. So I think as far as party registration is concerned, they will get it, but the government must look into it seriously.
Here in India, Kamar Chima, we've had a law since 2013. The Supreme Court passed that landmark judgment banning politicians with a criminal record from contesting elections. What does the law say in Pakistan? Can somebody with as serious charges as the Mumbai terror attack against him become a politician and contest an election?
Well, that is the same law in Pakistan, that if anyone who has been branded as a criminal cannot contest the election, one. But the problem is that if we just look into, for example, on January 31st this year, Hafiz Saeed was put into house arrest, and the ISPR said that this is a policy decision in Pakistan. So that was a very much clarity. That should be clarity to everyone. This is a policy decision to put Hafiz Saeed under arrest, one thing. But as far as Hafiz Saeed's cases are concerned, the government has been time and again saying that India has not been able to provide information or sufficient evidence. One second, the Pakistani courts have not come up with, or the Pakistani courts have not penalized him. So as far as Hafiz Saeed's case is concerned, because of not having the evidence, India could not provide the evidence. The courts could not, or the evidence which needs to be shared with Pakistan has not been properly shared. So that is why the courts do not have any lacuna or anything where they can put Hafiz Saeed behind bar. They can charge him under any particular trial or particular case. So I think for that, all those legal lacunas need to be found. And at the same time, the government of Pakistan, if they have failed to find anything, that is very serious thing. And I think the public opinion in Pakistan says that just to make India happy, Pakistan cannot put someone behind bar if India is unable to provide evidence.
This is not about India for once. This is about what's happening in Pakistan, Kamar Chima. And for once, I want you to leave aside the line that the government is taking. And when you say the government, do you mean the army? Do you mean the elected government? We don't know. We understand the complicated scenario there is in Pakistan. As an independent defense analyst, when you see that this man who has been charged with such serious charges, who's internationally seen as a terrorist, who had to change his outfit from Lashkar-e-Toiba to the Jamaat-ud-Dawa, when he says he's going to contest election, he may well be a prime minister next year after the federal election. Do you not see this whole house arrest and the entire drama that has gone on for way too long as a farce now? It stands exposed.
Well, I think there is no confusion at all in Pakistan. All departments are working at their position. There is a government, it's military, other institutions. Everybody is working. There is no confusion as far as we're concerned, but might be there confusion anywhere else in the world. But I think what matters here in Pakistan is that I have said that very clearly. We need actual evidence to put the gentleman behind the bar, if there is. If the Security Council or the United Nations or the United States or India has put any kind of restrictions or...
you just said 2 minutes back, Kamar Chima, that the government has to look at this seriously. How is Hafiz Saeed going ahead and declaring a political party, and how is he preparing himself and his party to contest an election? Now are you changing your line? I don't understand what you're trying to say.
No, I'm not changing my line. I'm giving you a different perspective if you can actually understand. What I'm saying is that Hafiz Saeed's party was banned by Article 1257 by Security Council. He has been changing name. The government must need to work on it, that how he can work. And the government actually need to work that what kind of evidences we have to prosecute Hafiz Saeed. But putting behind bar has been considered as a policy decision. The ISPR has said that very clearly. So one thing is clear, there are certain charges against him, or there is some smoke screen is there, but there is not sufficient evidence, or there is nothing concrete under which Hafiz Saeed could be prosecuted. That is the problem, and that is where we are saying that he should be allowed or not. And I mentioned the incumbent Interior Minister Punjab statement that the gentleman to whom we have been supporting or to whom we had been working, how can we go and put him have cases against him? So I think this is a very much confusion. At the same time, there is a clarity. The confusion is that we should not put him behind, we should not prosecute him. And then the clarity is we must not let him do anything in future. That is the clarity. What has happened in past, because former National Security Advisor, I think Muhammad Ali Durrani, while being in India, had said that Hafiz Saeed is of no use. Pakistan is no more following that policy of 90s for Kashmir. There is a clarity in Pakistan. And I think there should be clarity in India as well, that Pakistan is not following that policy. for Kashmir. But India must understand what is going on in Kashmir is an indigenous struggle of the Kashmiri people, to which India must understand and must respect, and the right of people, Kashmir must get the right of self-determination.
Why do you keep dragging India? I don't understand. This is about a man. This is a man who's been declared a terrorist. This is a man who's been declared a terrorist, and the government of Pakistan put him under house arrest under American pressure. The very same man today is going to hold a press conference to declare that he's changing the name of his outfit as whatever, whatever he's calling it, and he's going to turn it into a political party and contest an election. I don't know why you keep bringing Kashmir and India into it. It is for the government of Pakistan, it's for the system of Pakistan to figure out what they want to do. But I want to draw the attention of our viewers to something else. Why is this happening? Days after the Punjab government issued a notification to extend the house arrest of Hafiz Saeed by 2 months. He's all set to launch a political party. In just a few minutes from now, we'll have that press conference. And he is, by all accounts, contesting the next federal election in Pakistan. The terror mastermind will be making this announcement. The report that we are going to show you now looks at why Hafiz Saeed feels the need to make a foray into politics.
The person who has traded in bullets to take human lives, innocent lives, is he trying to hide behind ballot? That's a matter of concern.
This is the man he's talking about. One of India's most wanted terrorists. The man behind the 2001 Indian Parliament attack, the 2006 Mumbai train bombings, and the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, which took more than 150 lives. Under house arrest, Jamaat-ud-Dawa chief Hafiz Saeed is seeking an image makeover. He wants to float a political party on the 14th of August, the Independence Day of Pakistan. Hamari Siyasat, Khidmat Insaniyat reads the poster of the rebranded outfit, which means our politics is for serving humanity. Saeed has been under house arrest since 31st of January along with 4 of his aides, but he remains an influential figure and continues to organize anti-India rallies openly. Reports say over 50 religious political parties have come together to seek an end to his house arrest and are expected to form an alliance for the next general election. The question is, will the world stand by and watch this charade? Pakistan claimed to have banned Lashkar-e-Toiba in 2001. Saeed renamed the outfit after the attack on the Indian Parliament, and it re-emerged as Jamaat-ud-Dawa. The United Nations has recognized Jamaat-ud-Dawa as a political front of the Lashkar. Despite Washington's reservations, Pakistani ministers routinely attended Jamaat rallies. India has long been calling the house arrest a farce. And now, the Pakistani army is integrating him into mainstream politics. In fact, the bid to introduce extremism in Pakistan's politics isn't new. The idea was first articulated by former ISI chief Hamid Gul. Known for his support to the Taliban during the Afghan war, he once said that jihad is the state's responsibility. Hafiz Saeed's move is the implementation of that idea. It's the army's attempt to build a new jihad narrative. By floating Jamaat-ud-Dawa as a political party, Hafiz Saeed wants to make the most of the current political flux in the country. The move will also prevent Jamaat cadres from joining other terrorist groups. By floating a party, the Jamaat also wants to gain legitimacy and shore up support in the economically backward areas of Fatah, Balochistan and Karachi. Pakistan's military knows there's no public appetite for a coup. It orchestrated the ouster of Nawaz Sharif using the JIT and the Supreme Court, and now wants to install its man in Parliament. Bureau Report, WION.
Kamar Chima, do you agree with this assessment? Is this what it is? The army trying to put their own man in office, and the man they've chosen now, it seems, is Hafiz Saeed.
I think for your clarity and for your viewers' clarity, let me repeat it again. The DGISPR has already said that putting Hafiz Saeed behind bar is a policy decision. So I think if someone cannot understand, there is no other way to make someone understand. This is what India and international community understand, that the days are numbered. Although India is not letting the Kashmiri to take their right or not giving them the right, but Pakistan does not support any kind of a militant wing in India now. One, Pakistan will give political, diplomatic and moral support to Kashmiris. But I think till the time India does not settle down this Kashmir dispute, such kind of groups and such kind of...
Have you got the subject of our discussion right? It's Hafiz Saeed who's floating a political party. It's got nothing to do with Kashmir. It's got nothing to do with India. I'm asking you a simple question.
These groups only got legitimacy. These groups only got legitimacy because they got a legitimacy because India was not giving Kashmiris right of self-determination. So till the time India does not give right of self-determination, such people in India, Kashmir will keep up rising. Just look at Burhan Mani. There will be more Burhan Mani.
I'm afraid I'll have to let you go, Kamar Chima. I'm sorry, this is not what we are discussing right now, and I don't want to engage with you in a war of words. So thank you very much, and thank you for joining us here. What we're talking about is what Hafiz Saeed is going to do. That press conference is expected any minute now. Meanwhile, the Islamabad High Court has announced that the petition seeking former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's family be placed on the exit control list as unmaintainable. Two Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf officials had filed a petition before the Islamabad High Court asking that Sharif, his 3 children, son-in-law and Finance Minister Ishaq Dar be placed on the no-fly list. The petition had stated Sharif and his family may flee the country to avoid trial and the process of law. The court disposed of this petition earlier today. And Pakistan's newly appointed foreign minister has said that India was not responding positively to improve ties despite various overtures being made from Islamabad. And he also alleged that New Delhi was conspiring with Washington to sabotage the Indus Water Treaty. In his first press conference since being appointed foreign minister, Asif also reportedly said that Pakistan's desire for peace and good relations with neighbours should not be construed as its weakness. Pakistan's new foreign minister Khwaja Asif has said that peace between India and Pakistan can only be achieved through the resolution of Kashmir issue. He also said, and I quote, "We know how to secure our borders. However, lasting peace can only be attained through solving the Kashmir issue." Asif, remember, also served as defence minister in the Nawaz Sharif government, has made the statement while speaking to media in his hometown of Sialkot in Pakistan. He also said that Pakistan wants good neighbourly ties with India, but it's not possible without India's participation. National Conference leader Farooq Abdullah has warned the centre, saying that if Article 35A is abrogated, then there will be far bigger revolt in Kashmir than the Amarnath Rao. He also said that he will launch an awareness campaign in all regions of the state on this matter. Farooq Abdullah also accused the BJP and the RSS of eroding the autonomous structure of Jammu and Kashmir. He said that he hopes that Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti will quit if Article 35A is abrogated. Earlier, former Chief Minister of the state, Omar Abdullah, accused the BJP of playing with fire on the issue of Article 35A. This is an article which deals with the definition of permanent residence of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Presently, the state has the power to define that this is precisely the reasons Indians except those living in the state cannot buy property there. Mr. Abdullah is learned to be uniting all opposition leaders to rally against the centre, even accusing Mehbooba Mufti's government of playing into the hands of the BJP. His contention is that if property rights go through legal scrutiny, the very accession of the state of Jammu and Kashmir to India will be questioned. His actions are bound to heat up the political temperatures in the valley.
That the agenda of BJP and RSS is basically to erode the autonomous structure of this state. What is this Article 35A for? Protecting the people of this state, whether from Jammu, Kashmir or Ladakh. I think Chief Minister of the state has made a statement that if 35A is removed, she will quit the chair. I hope she stands by that statement.
Let's turn to what's happening in South India, in Tamil Nadu, where youth BJP leader Poonam Mahajan met superstar Rajnikant at his residence. Mahajan is the BJP's Yuva Morcha president. She tweeted several pictures of her visit to Rajnikant's home. Rajnikant's possible plunge into politics has been talked about for the past few months. He had earlier met representatives of several organizations, including the Hindu Makkal Kachi. Rajinikanth, however, has maintained that nothing about politics was discussed in the meetings.
I have no idea what he has expressed. He is the leader of people. He is in people's heart. I feel his place, Honorable Rajinikanthji's place, is in people, Tamil people's heart. And that's the bigger space and bigger place than anything else. And I respect that.
On that note, we're taking a short break. The news continues here on WION. Do stay with us.